Hey, what's up guys and girls, people in general I guess. Today's video is going to be an informative video, a little bit different. It's just going to be me sitting here talking to you guys directly. It's about a topic that I feel quite strongly about, so I'm going to try and make this an informative video and not turn it into a rant, though to be honest it is quite annoying to me because I'm seeing it popping up everywhere now, and basically what I'm talking about is those kind of Facebook fad diets. I don't know what else to call them. Basically those diets when you scroll through your Facebook feed or even your Instagram feed and you see these kind of pictures where that says, you know, special, in this case 2-egg diet, and then it tells you exactly what you should eat Monday through to Sunday. It basically just gives you a set meal plan and basically says follow this and you will lose weight. And while they may not be wrong, it's not a healthy way to go about it, and I'm going to get into this in just a minute. So as I mentioned, for the sake of this video, I'm going to be doing the 2-egg diet, which I've seen pop up a few times now. That's going to be my example, and I'm making this video because I've actually had a couple people kind of consider following this diet or something similar, and they've said to me, I'm thinking about following this diet, Pete, have a look, what do you think? And I kind of read through and I'm like, this is a terrible idea, and why? And so I just wanted to kind of get the information out there as to why I think it's a terrible idea if you are kind of the average person looking to lose weight and you are kind of considering doing one of these diets. So anyway, the main point I want to make here is that these diets aren't even really diets necessarily. I would call them more meal plans, and that's because it's not kind of educating you in nutrition or how you should be eating in any way whatsoever. It's literally just saying no matter who you are, eat these exact foods on these exact days and you'll lose weight. And this is problematic because, as you may well know, everyone has a different calorie need, everyone has different macronutrient needs. There's no way to have a one-size-fits-all type approach to diet. That is just pure unhealthy, because you can't apply the same diet, the same meal plan to a petite 4'5" person as you would to someone who's 6'5" and overweight, for example. They just will have two completely different calorie needs and macronutrient needs, and that's where the main problem of these types of kind of fad diets stems from, that you can't apply one solid meal plan to everyone and have it be healthy. So anyways, going to get more into the example. I'll put up a screen capture of the 2-egg diet here somewhere, just so you can have a look at it for yourself. So basically what I did is I just entered in the first week Monday part of the diet into MyFitnessPal, so that we could kind of have a look specifically at how many calories, how many different macronutrients this totals up to. And yeah, it's no wonder that people are commenting on these kind of videos and saying, wow, it really works, I've lost weight after only 1 week or whatever of using it. And by the way, I'm just going to mention that at least on a couple articles that I've seen on this 2-egg diet, they claim, okay, yeah, you can lose 22 pounds, which is about 10 kilos, in just 14 days. That is not a healthy rate of weight loss. That is a lot of weight to lose in 2 weeks. That's 10 kilos in 2 weeks. That's 5 kilos a week. When I'm cutting down, yeah, fair enough, I don't have a lot of weight to lose. Maybe if you're a bit on the larger side, you'll lose weight a bit quicker initially. But for me, when I'm cutting down, I aim to lose about 500 grams. That's half a kilo in a week. And that's, in my opinion, a healthy rate to lose weight. You don't want to just suddenly drop a whole ton of weight off your body, because one, that's not going to be sustainable. And two, it's just going to mess with your hormones, it's just going to mess with your body in general. You want it to be a consistent and slower rate of weight loss. That's going to be kind of easy for your body to adjust to, and you're going to be more likely to actually keep it up if your body is slowly adjusting to it, as opposed to going from eating like, you know, a whole ton of calories to then suddenly starving yourself and like dropping a whole ton of weight. Anyway, so Monday, first week of this meal plan. First meal for breakfast, they recommend having 2 boiled eggs and a citrus fruit. So for the sake of this example, I am calling the citrus fruit an orange because I think it's pretty standard citrus fruit, isn't it? So I think a lot of people choose orange. So anyways, 2 boiled eggs and an orange. Lunch, 2 sweet potatoes. I've just gone for 2 medium average sweet potatoes, about 114 calories, and 2 apples. Again, 2 medium apples. So that leaves us with dinner, and that is a large plate of salad and chicken. Just says chicken, doesn't say how much. So I'm going to assume a chicken breast, 1 whole chicken breast, and well, large plate of salad. There's not many calories in a salad though, is there? So totaling up, that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's all it says you should eat in a day. And this is a relatively accurate representation of the rest of the days. While the foods vary a little bit, they all kind of come up to the same amount of calories. So that totals to about 857, I think, calories, which is a tiny amount of calories. Sometimes I'll eat that many calories in one meal, in one sitting. So yeah, it's no wonder people are saying this is great, I'm losing weight. And you know what? At first glance, they may think, oh, I'm losing weight because I'm eating healthy foods. I've gone from eating, you know, pizza or whatever and burgers to eating eggs, chicken salad, sweet potato, and that's why I'm losing weight. And while all those foods are healthy and, you know, nothing wrong with eating any of those foods whatsoever, problem is that's not why you're losing weight. You're losing weight because you're basically starving yourself. You're having a tiny amount of calories. Like 857 calories is going to work for anyone to lose weight because it's basically going to be a deficit for anyone unless you're like really, really tiny and aren't active at all. You know, you lie in bed all day, then maybe like 857 will be your maintenance. But for basically everyone, 857 calories is going to be quite a significant calorie deficit. And that's where the problem is, because I'm sure a lot of the people who are going to be taking this diet aren't going to be super petite. They're going to be, you know, a lot of these people I'm sure are going to be on the larger side. And that's not going to be enough calories for them to basically efficiently and healthily fuel their day, fuel whatever it is they get up to in the day. 857 calories is not a lot for basically anyone. As I said, unless you're like really petite. So that's where the bulk of this problem stems from. It doesn't inform the person doing the diet or about healthy eating habits whatsoever. It just says essentially what it's saying is starve yourself, only eating healthy foods, and you'll lose weight, which if you know anything about nutrition, it's like obvious. You can lose weight, to be honest, if you were eating 857 calories of pizza. While it wouldn't be healthy, of course, you would still lose weight. And that's what these kinds of diets fail to explain. I think a lot of people kind of misunderstand and think, oh, I'm just losing weight because I'm eating healthy foods. So actually diving into it a little bit more, if you look at the macronutrients, the fat that this comes to is about 13 grams of fat in a day. Now that's excluding if you cook like the chicken in any oils or if you use some salad dressing or anything like that. But assuming that whoever's following this diet is, you know, sticking directly to the exact words of the diet, then that puts you at about 13 grams of fat in a day. Now obviously everyone has a different macronutrient target, I guess, but for the average person, 13 grams of fat is less than half of the recommended intake of fat in a day. Now, contrary to common belief, fat doesn't make you fat, and in fact, you do need a right amount of fat in your diet. If you have 13 grams of fat a day, that's going to mess with your hormones. Now, even further than that, say for example that you did do this diet and you lost a ton of weight or whatever, and you're happy with yourself because you've lost a lot of weight. Where does that leave you afterwards? This diet, you can't stick to this exact meal plan forever. No one's gonna stick to this eating, 2 eggs and an orange for breakfast every day for the rest of their life. That's crazy. No one's gonna do that, right? So Where does that leave you? That's kind of the other problem with this. It doesn't inform you, as I said, about healthy eating or nutrition whatsoever. It literally just says follow this exact diet and you'll lose weight. You basically starve yourself. So where does that leave you? You follow the diet, you've lost a ton of weight. Now what? You don't know what you can be eating to maintain the weight. So you finish the diet, you go back to your normal eating habits, or even you try and eat less or whatever, but you basically go back to your normal eating habits because you don't know any better about nutrition. You just say, I'm going to cut back on my portion sizes or whatever, and you aren't going to maintain the weight that you got to, because that's like a pitiful amount of calories to be eating in a day. And you're going to return to a relatively normal diet, and you're going to put a lot of that weight back on. So it's not sustainable. A proper diet needs to be sustainable. Most importantly, it needs to be something that you can feel that is relatively flexible, not the exact same thing that you're expected to eat like day in, day out, because no one's going to do that for the rest of their life. It's just not realistic. So that's kind of the other problem with this. It's really like a quick fix, if you know what I mean, for people that don't know any better and are just looking for someone to tell them what they can do to lose weight. And while they're not wrong, it's not healthy. I certainly don't recommend it myself. So just my thoughts on the matter. I'm going to wrap this up now. This video has gone on long enough, but just my thoughts on the matter. If you see these coming up in your Facebook feed or your Instagram feed, maybe think twice before considering following them. A healthy, well-educated diet plan is always much, much better than any of these kind of quick fix ideas. Fitness and healthy living it's a journey. It's something that you need to be able to maintain for a long time. It's not something that happens overnight. And it's something that you should enjoy and have fun with. So I think the more you know, the more likely you're able to make a sustainable diet plan that you will actually enjoy sticking to. So anyway, that's it from me. My name's Pete Basket, the Fit Moose. Thanks very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, if you learned something, or if you know there's someone else that could benefit from watching this, please share the video, give it a thumbs up, really appreciate it. If you want more informative videos, vlogs, reviews, that kind of thing coming from myself, then hit the subscribe button, and there's a new video out basically every week or so. So look forward to seeing you next time.